we'll start by you telling us your name and what you do.
Hi, I am Eme Mizioch, and I am the owner of the Joken Style Showroom in Los Angeles.
How did you fall into fashion?
My mother, in an addiction to shopping, for sure.
Nice.
We started at a very young age, shopping in thrift shopping, vintage shopping, secondhand, and it was our quality time spent together. And she taught me about labels and sewing and fabrics and how things are made.
Exactly. So how did you fall into the wholesale side of the business?
I really didn't even know it existed. And I went to school for fashion. I had no idea until I moved to California.
No kidding.
And I kind of fell into, I started modeling when I came out here. I went to school in London for acting. And then I also went to school for fashion as well, and came out here for acting to pursue that, and kind of got discovered by Tarina Tarantino.
No kidding, really?
Was a makeup artist at the time, and she was at the Beverly Center and kind of pulled me aside and said, you should do this. And I started doing it. She kind of hooked me up with the modeling agency in LA.
Wow.
And I started doing all my shows at the California Market Center.
Wow.
And was hired in a showroom to be a model for one of the fashion weeks. And I'm kind of a chatty patty and started talking a little bit more than the other models did. And I found myself selling the clothes just because the background of being in retail, it came very easily for me. And I think by the end of the week, I was working at the showroom. And within a month, I was running the showroom.
No kidding, really?
And within 3 months, I was running that company for sales.
Oh my goodness, that is a really fast growth.
Yeah.
You're bright. Where did you go to school? That's insane.
Well, I went for fashion and went on the East Coast.
You go to
Essex Tech
Nice.
in outside of Boston, and then I went to the Lee Strasberg Theatre Institute in London.
Wow.
So.
Do you find that both of those educations really help you today?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Especially with sales, it kind of is a mirror image of acting.
Yeah.
You have to be on.
Yeah.
You can't, if you're at a trade show, you're at Magic, you're at Project, any of those shows, you can't be tired, you can't be sleepy, you can't be having a bad day, you need to be on.
Yeah,
the show must go on. So
That's
it definitely has helped.
My name is Ashleigh Thweet, and I am the showroom manager at Joken Style Showroom. And I'm kind of Eme's right hand, anything the brands need in terms of logistics, forms, helping them brand themselves, line sheets. I just help guide them that way and then link them up also with the sales and buyers and things like that. So a little bit of both.
What have you kind of noticed in conversation that have come up, or maybe new inventions that you've heard of when it comes to brands that are going more eco-friendly?
I notice a lot more people are asking, where is it made?
Oh, great. Oh, so the consumers
Buyers,
are
even
asking.
buyers too.
Really? That's
Where is it
great.
made? If it's almost a selling point for me. If it's made in the USA, better.
Really?
Yeah.
Great.
Because that might mean different practices in terms of where they source their fabrics, how they dye, how they wash.
How much they're paying in labor.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
People getting away from man-made materials. So polyester is so, I'm wearing a polyester jumpsuit. But
I'm sure.
yeah,
I
you're wearing
polyester
too.
me too.
It's because it's cheap and it's easy to get, but the way they make it and the waste it's creating in the factory is so harmful. So maybe cotton, even though it takes a lot of water, comes out of the ground. Hemp, you can do so many things with that. And linen is also a natural fiber. Wool, cashmere sweaters, it's a natural fiber. So all those things don't cause so much waste, which could be harmful to the environment. So a lot more, what is the fiber content?
Fiber content.
I haven't been asked that in a while, so I'm like, oh, let me check this tag. You know, it's those questions are getting asked more now in meetings, and I think in the stores too.
With the dyeing process, there's a lot of eco-friendly things that you can do with plants, minerals. One of the things is that they're trying to start doing things more so with plants, such as flowers. The hibiscus flower is one of them. I'm using the colors from that, and also as well as when I speak on the minerals. I don't know if you're aware of the mineral rocks. When you break it open, there's color in the middle of it.
No, no. I didn't know you could break them open.
Yes.
That's actually really cool.
There's an actual rock that you're able to break it, and when you open it, it almost looks like crystal, and sometimes they sell them in stores, but what they're trying to do is come up with a process to draw the coloring from it.
Oh, very cool.
So you're using, you know, the natural earth to be able to dye a fabric. Right now, it's mainly plants, but it's a very expensive process. So that's why it's taking a while for development.
Oh, that makes
And
sense.
there-
Why it's not like mainstream practice yet is because it's an expensive thing to dye with plants.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Because you need a lot larger quality than using synthetic dyes.
I'll spend a little extra for something that's eco.
Okay.
I think that's worth the money and investment, especially with new trends with fabrics that are made from plastic bottles.
Yeah.
We have a line that's back here, denim that is made from ketchup bottles.
Wow, really?
I think that's amazing.
That is
I
amazing.
really do. I think that's amazing. So.
I feel like that's going to be the segue into really bridging the industries of technology and fashion together is when it comes to the materials now.
Form meets function, but
Yes.
also can still be safe for the environment.
Yes.
Oh, I think fashion and technology is fusing like crazy. And I don't mean technology like, oh, you're going to have a chip. I mean, what fabrics are you getting? How are they making these fabrics? You know, is this fabric biodegradable? There's T-shirts where if it's in a landfill somewhere, it can go in the ground and be biodegradable, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So just new technology in terms of sourcing, I think will number one help the environment, but it'll help people understand what they're buying and be more beneficial, I think, for all areas around.
So I've noticed you represent a variety of collections from T-shirts to handbags.
Yes.
How do you select a line, or what do you look for when you're looking for lines?
Actually, I try to remove my opinion from lines because I know what I like and what I wear may differ from somebody else. So you really have to remove your own opinion and see the bigger picture on what other needs are for other people. And also based here in LA, what we do here is completely different what they do in the Midwest or what they do in New York. We're all color driven. New York is still in the black, gray kind of color scheme.
Really? Are we more colorful on the West Coast?
Oh, definitely.
That's great.
Look around this room.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Yeah,
we are.
it's a rainbow. So yeah. So I try to do that. Remove my opinion and see the bigger picture and know that there's a customer for everybody.
Definitely.
Whatever line is created, there is a customer for it.
If you think of the new Mart, maybe a happy or fond memory, what comes to mind?
Well, when I got here, it was a little intimidating because you hear about this building, like, oh, it's new, there's so many showrooms. My first day, Eme mentioned, who's in the office and you and everybody and who to talk to if I need this. But within, I think, that week, everybody knew my name.
Cool.
And I went up to like that package. Hey, Ashleigh, how are you doing? I'm like, I saw you once. It's just this automatic, like, welcoming, friendly environment. So it's not like that fashion industry you hear where it's very cold. No, not at all. Literally within a week, everyone's asking me questions, knew my name, which is very, it's good to be in that family type of environment.
Thank you so much for doing this,
it was a
Eme.
pleasure.
So where can everyone find Joken Style?
Jokenstyle.com.
Perfect.
And we have all the lines listed on there. So,
Perfect.
And we do have lines with immediate stock.
Ooh, that's good to know.
Exactly.
Actually, that has come up a lot lately. Because there are a lot of new boutiques that want to try out brands, but don't have the capital to really put in a huge order.
Or they can't wait 6 months for the turnaround.
Yeah.
So
that's good to know.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to hear that you're at the forefront of knowing what your customer wants. Because I think
Yes,
that's
we try.
an amazing example for the rest of the
and
industry.
I have a great team. We're the Joken Style family. So
Very
and just
cool.
to end, Joken Style or Joken, I get asked a lot.
Oh yeah.
What does it mean?
Yeah.
Or it's pronounced Joken. I'm like, no, I'm Irish. I am not French. It's pretty simple, but my mom didn't even get it. I gave her the business card, and it's Joken. I said, Mom, what do you think of the business card? She goes, oh, it's cute. What is it? I said, you don't see the names? And she said, no. I said, well, what's your name? She said, Joanne. I said, what's Dad's name? Ken. I said, put it together. What do you get? She goes, Joanne and Kenny. I said, oh, forget it. I said, Joken, Mom, Joken. So that's how I came up
Oh,
with
that's
it.
really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that is very special.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Sure.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so
very
much, Ashleigh. Thank you.
you.